Okay, I'm gonna do a video for everything because I keep yapping on my product videos and saying the same spiel umpteen times is well, millions of times literally. It gets old. So my name is Jeremy. I own Jeeps Unlimited here in Erie, Colorado, which is just north of downtown Denver. And just to give you an idea of what we have going on up here, we have Jeeps from the 1940s all the way up to current years and every model in between. We have some old wheelie pickup trucks, we have Grand Cherokees, we have Wranglers. What we really specialize in, what's been my specialty for the past 6 years, is Wranglers. So I'd like to get in more and more involved. If you look, let's see if I can get my fingers out here, that row there and in the following row is just nothing but our Wrangler CJ row. And then everything else that's assorted out here, not really sorted, unfortunately. We are getting there, trying to get organized. We just took over up here in October. This place has been around for 30 years and it houses some of the most rare Jeep parts you'll ever find in the world. We got axles, transmissions, transfer cases, and everything comes with a solid good 90-day warranty. We do like to get cores back on them, but it's not a requirement. We build everything so that the price that you're paying is basically the cores are built into that price, so we're not adding on additional fees or anything later. Now, with that said, the cool thing is that if you take the time and send us your core back, in some cases we'll even send you a return label and pay for the return shipping on it. But if you send us core back, and I'm talking cores on just about anything you can imagine, especially mechanical parts down to calipers, drive shafts, transmissions, all that stuff, if you take the time and help us out, help us grow, we'll take the time and get you some money back or put it on a credit for you, depending on what we can do at the time and whatnot. So 3 acres, nothing but Jeep parts. And I'm going to do videos, product videos. You'll see me, Sam, I used to do product videos and they'd always be like 5 minutes long for, you know, $10 parts. So I'm going to try to do product videos on everything. The way we do our videos is that, as you can see, there's a lot of parts, and with 3 guys, and I did try to do this, it's nearly impossible to try to go back and put every single part and make a video of the condition of it to sell it. It take us an hour to put up a listing that we're selling for $2. So what I'm going to try to do over the course of the next couple months is every single part that we sell for every model. So, you know, if we have 10 cables that go to the same part, the same exact part, we'll put the one that's in basically the even shape on it, meaning that if out of 10 we have one that's worse off than everyone else, we'll list it as that one. That way you, as the customer, can ensure that you're getting exactly what you're paying for or better, meaning that the condition will be as advertised or better. And then also with this video, really I'm trying to show, you know, our progress as we do this. I mean, we got racks of doors, we got tubs, frames, and we're in Colorado. We're in the dry high mountain desert. We don't use anything on our roads out here but sand. So we have a lot of clean Jeeps. As this Wrangler here, you can see how beautiful I mean, I kid you, when I tell people this, you know, they're blown away by, I don't think they believe me, but this is a YJ 8795 is a compatibility, and some of these parts have already sold. But this is the condition they come in. I mean, no joke. They come in running. This one runs, it starts, it drives. You know, we can warranty the parts better that way, offer you guys better parts, and if it has a problem, we still offer a warranty. It happens occasionally, but most of the time it doesn't. And we get cool accessories like this rack, soft top. These seats here at Corbo, brand new seats, literally. These won't last long. The second I put them up, I'm sure they'll be gone. Sound bars, family roll bars, that steering column is sold already. Tailgate's already sold off this thing and whatnot. And you know, anyway, so that's the deal on what's going on up here. And you can see this is a mess right now, don't get me wrong. It is. I mean, I got a lot of great parts, but they're buried. I kind of have this mentality in my mind, is that I have to gut everything and pull it all out and then figure out what it is exactly, so we sell you the right stuff, and then we put it back in here. These engines, they look awesome now. They didn't look like this when I got them. I mean, the engines were inside, but they were just all over the place. So we've taken the time and individually went through them all, made sure that the previous owner did indeed have the information on these engines documented, like miles, what exactly was wrong with the vehicle when it came in. Were they able to start it? Did they drive it at all? stuff like that. So at the end of the day, this was all crazy, and we're getting so this bay is pretty much done. We just got to clean it up in here. And then basically you see all my transmissions and transfer cases laying here. We've done the same thing. They were somewhat okay on these shelves here, but I'm going through, and you can see how they were down there. But I'm going through and we're pulling them out, and we're actually making sure that the part numbers that are on the casings and in them are actually marked correctly, because we noticed when we first got into this place that they had mismarked stuff. So, you know, it's expensive not only for us, but it's for you to have us send you wrong parts. And it's a headache. It's time consuming. It's just not something a lot of people deal with. So, you know, all my diff and carrier assemblies there. We check the teeth out on them. We check, make sure there's no excessive pitting on them. I mean, they're used parts, but I can assure you that what I'm trying to achieve up here is the most quality parts you will find. Now, let me back up for just a second here. With that said, I had an intense, or whatever word you want to use, hard time with trying to find employees that were doing it like I do it. Obviously, there's a lot of passion here because I'm invested in this thing, not only financially, but I've invested my time into it. I've invested so much of my life in it. It actually caused, it was pretty much a leading cause of why my first marriage, I'm 30 years old, and unfortunately I've been divorced already, which is, it sucks, but she wouldn't stand behind it. And but you know what, life goes on, and you pick yourself up and you move on, and I'm doing great things with it here now. But that's how much I have invested. So basically I had these guys come in, and you know, just the care wasn't there. They were there for the check. So the guys I've slimmed down to now are basically guys who started with me as working for me, but have turned into friends and have our back, and are trying their hardest now to get the stuff right. So we stop having issues on eBay or YouTube or wherever we're selling these parts, and that's the parts that you're getting in the mail are the parts that you're wanting, and that you're happy when you open that package. So that's what we're trying to do up here. I really appreciate you taking the time and watching us grow here. This was a $1 million company back in the 90s, and I plan on getting that back to that status, because that means the higher we're doing in volume wise, part sales wise, and cash value, is the more quality our parts are. The less likely we, you know, when you look into this yard, some of these vehicles that the previous owner has kept for a number of years because he wouldn't part ways with them. So we're putting out their prices that people can manage still and are happy with, while we can continue to grow at a constant and sustainable pace. So again, my name is Jeremy. Jeeps Unlimited, now with Highline 4x4, Erie, Colorado, 80516 if you're wanting to put us into a map and see exactly where we're at. We're just north of downtown Denver, about 25 minutes north. And if you ever get the opportunity to come out and see us, I highly recommend it. We do our walk-ins and local stuff on Friday, Saturdays, and then we devote the rest of the week to our online and internet business and trying to get this place organized. So that's all, and expect to see these product videos out here in the next coming weeks for every single part that I sell, even down to the nuts and bolts. So, and yes, I do sell nuts and bolts. All right, appreciate you taking the time, and have a great weekend.